I'm getting my meetings confused.
I think she is.
She's here, but she's not here.
She might be helping Andy try to get
Okay.
on.
All right. Well, then I guess it's, as secretary, then I'll call the meeting to order at 9:05 until they can get back. So roll call. We have every voting member outside of Andy and Aaron in attendance. Oh, there's Aaron. Aaron is vice chair. Do you want to run the meeting?
I can. Andy
right.
should be in any minute.
Okay. All right. Well, I called the meeting to order at 9:05 and I'll pass it back to you.
All right. One minute, sorry. All right, can we have approval of the minutes from the November 9th, 2022 meeting? Hopefully everyone had a chance to review. Rich?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Andy, we can hear you.
All right, I don't have video, but that's all right. Can you see me?
No.
No.
I'll second the motion for the minutes.
Do we have any public
There's
comment? Oh,
Andy.
there's Andy.
There he is.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, good. We've approved the minutes and just asked for public comment if there is any.
And we do, is anybody in attendance and as attendee would like to speak? Erica?
Yes, I would. So I understand that the Housing Redevelopment Authority recently acquired several properties in the last month. And my question was that, as far as what the plan was, as far as, I know that they're waiting on contractors. They're having a hard time getting contractors. I was wondering if they were planning to board up some of these houses that are currently vacant in order to, you know, as far as public safety and stuff like that.
Okay, so so on November 21st, we filed declaration of taking on 11 properties that were recently blighted. And that is the start of a legal process that lasts about 4 to 5 months. Currently is our time frame. We will be evaluating the properties and securing them so that until we do complete that legal process, they will be secured, and we will do the best we can to mitigate as much trash and other nuisances that are at the properties within our legal right to do so. So if there is a property that is open and you feel is of concern, definitely reach out to our office and let us know, and we will make sure to get a contractor out there and get it secured as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Is that all the questions you had, Erica?
Yes, that's all. That was the only question I had, because I'm not exactly sure where, I don't remember where all of the properties are, but I know that there's been a lot of properties in my area that are selling, but they're selling to LLCs. Yeah, if the redevelopment were to acquire any houses in my area, I would just like them to be boarded up.
Also, the judicial sale just happened as well. So a lot of these properties are changing hands, and we're in the process of updating our records and going after the new owners as well. We haven't received that information yet, but we will shortly.
Michael Lavery. Yes, I had a question for you too.
Sure.
I spoke with you a few months back about the 1611 Chestnut Street house, and you helped us approve the demolition for that property. And then I spoke with you about the 420 West 16th property. And right now that's up for a tax sale. But as far as I know, there's nothing going on with that. I was wondering what the next steps were as far as code enforcement would be concerned, because I mean, that is completely blighted. And it's an LLC that bought it. And that LLC is located at that address that has been
So-
abandoned.
Is that the one right around the corner from the one we demolished at 1618 Chestnut?
Yes.
Okay, I did go out there at one time and I did secure it one time earlier last summer, and then I think it was broken into again. But I can follow up with that and check into it again. What was the address?
It was, I believe it was 420, no, 419 West 16th.
Okay, I'll get back out there again and try to track down the new owner. A lot of times when we have the judicial sale, we don't get the updated owner information for a couple weeks after it concludes. Because there's a private attorney firm that handles that and they get us all the information. So I'm kind of waiting on that. But in the meantime, I can definitely go out there and make sure it's secured.
Thank you.
Sure.
Was that on judicial sale, Mike?
I don't remember. Let me check it out. I'll look it up right now.
Okay, yeah, it's not on the, I was wondering if it was one of the ones the land bank optioned. but
I
I'm
know
not
that
seeing
the short story of that is when we had the issue with 1618 Chestnut and demolished it, a lot of the occupants moved from there to this house. And we kind of have them moved out of there a couple of times, and then they keep coming back.
it. Okay.
But I'll
Okay,
track down who's responsible and then we'll go after them from there.
all right. Do we have any other public comment?
Not seeing any, Andy.
Moving on to the secretary's report. Aaron?
All right. As of the end of last month, we have 201 blighted properties on the list. 55 of those are currently under some level of intervention by the Redevelopment Authority or the Erie Land Bank. As I had said earlier, we filed condemnation declaration of taking on 11 properties on November 21st. So those will begin to work through the process. We are scheduled for a couple hearings on January 17th on our condemnation filings from June. That's the list of 25 that the Erie Land Bank has requested condemnation action on. So we will have those hearings. There's 2 preliminary objection hearings and then 1 hearing of value that we know will be in attendance. The rest will be open to whoever would attend at that point, but hopefully after that date, we will be able to complete condemnation action on those 25 properties and move forward with those. So that is my report.
Thank you. Has the board received any correspondence?
No correspondence to the board that I'm aware of.
All right, old business. Properties for blight rescission.
All right. So we have, let me hold on, I gotta get Zoom back up. 3 properties that were demolitions. All right, pictures up. 102 East 24th Street, 518 East 8th Street, and 1142 East 21st Street, all land bank. Oh, it's gonna do it to me again.
This
Land
one's
bank.
102 East 24th Street.
Okay, and it's not gonna let me switch through, so hold on. This one 518, Mike.
Yeah, that's East 5th, I think. What is it? 518
Yeah, 518
East-
East 8th.
East 8th, I'm sorry.
It was-
Yeah, East 8th.
A fire and had 2 properties on it, or 2 structures. Okay.
That was a fire. Two properties were demolished. The contractor is coming back to fix the sidewalk that the boards were over, but I felt it was far enough along to present for blight rescind. And that's East 21st.
Okay, do I have a motion to remove the blight rescission?
So moved, Aaron.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, new business. Mr. Lavery?
Okay, first up, we have 621 West 22nd Street. This property originally came to our attention in May of 2019, and we had a case under the previous owner. And then in March of 2020, it was bought at a tax sale. So that following April, we contacted the new owner, let them know that what was needed done. And I know I sent a notice to them as well, and nothing was done. So then that following June of 2021, we sent another notice as well, two notices on June 11th and June 1st and June 11th, and still no comply. So then this June, we cited them. They were found guilty and fined $200, and still no progress. They did come, when we first contacted them, they come and put a metal roof on in April of 2021, and then nothing was done since. Repair demo was issued this December. There were liens on this for cutting the grass, and there's a quality of life ticket issued in July. The taxes are current because it was bought at a tax sale, but the water has been off since September 14th of 2010. So the person that bought at the tax sale started fixing it up and then kind of disappeared, and it's been sitting ever since. There are balances owed on the water and still are about $900 for both combined, and it is vacant and unoccupied.
Okay, do I have a motion to blight?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next we have 649 Downing Court. The address we have for this owner is that address since 2010, where he purchased it off of a regular deed, but he's not, everything we get sent there gets sent back. The neighbors claim that he might be out of state or out of town. We've sent him notices in December of 18. He was cited in January of 21, and he was a no-show and found guilty for a fine of $300. And in March of 2021, someone named Susan called claiming that she knew the owner or had some type of relationship with him to help get the property settled. We called her back, and we called her back 3 times, and it kept going to a voicemail box that was full, and never heard anything back again after that. So we could not leave a message. We sent a repair demo earlier this month, December 6th. The taxes are back owed since 2020 of $4,500. The water's been off since February 15th of 2016. There are no balances on the water, sewer, and garbage. But this is one that the neighbors call us because kids and people kind of monkey around and jump in the back and try to break into it. It's in a residential neighborhood where the houses are really close together. So we get a lot of complaints on this one because it's, very close to the neighboring houses. There are broken windows. I'm guessing there's rodents in there, as I've seen when you can see evidence of it around the backyard. One side of the fence is secured, but the other side is not. It is a brick house. There's some reporting issues, some missing windows, but this has just been a completely non-responsive owner, and we can't track down where he is.
All right, thank you. Mike, do we have a motion to blight?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next up, we have 621 Reed Street. The original case goes back to June of 2013, but the current owners have owned it since December 16th of 2019. There was several notices sent to the original owner, and with the new owner, we started in May of 2021 and sent 2 notices in May. This is one that we have EPD remove people from regularly and secure it. There are notices sent in May of 2021, July of 2021. December 6th of this year, I posted a repair demo, and there's a citation being issued currently as we speak. Earlier this July, since we didn't get a response to our mailed orders to correct, Mike Higgins posted it in July in order to correct on the front door to see if we could get a response, and there was nothing to that. The back taxes are owed since 2021, $1,500. The water's been off since December 2nd of 2008. There are no balances on the water and sewer. It's owned by an LLC. I can't seem to track down who the members of the LLC are, but it's constantly overgrown. The backyard is being dumped on, and kids are removed from this property regularly.
Hey, Mike, this and the previous ones, that electricity is off to all these buildings, right?
So the only way I can tell that is to look at the meter. Sometimes there's a meter, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes they read on. This one, I believe the electricity is off, yes. And the last one it was on. So somebody's paying the electric bill. I don't know why, but this one, the electric is off.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
So moved, Aaron.
Second,
Second.
Second.
Excuse me.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The next one we have is 1918 Cascade Street. This is a rental. We dealt with the previous owner for quite a while, since October of 2018. It was posted uninhabitable. The building inspector looked at it and said the foundation needed repaired. It was bowing. And then the guy said he was going to fix it. He didn't. So then he said he was going to sell it, and he sold it to the current owner in February. We contacted the current owner because it was occupied. There were renters in there. The renters called us to take a look at it, and it was trashed. It's one of those where the landlord claims the renters are destroying it, and the renters are claiming that the landlord's not doing anything. But we went in there. There was some interesting stuff done there. So the renters couldn't get their box springs up the stairwell to take it upstairs for their mattress. So they cut the studs around the stairwell to fit the box spring up. So there's some structural issues inside of there. It is currently vacant. We sent a notice in February to the new owner shortly after he took possession of it. He was trying to get the tenants evicted for a while, and they went back and forth. And then finally they were removed. We helped them get in touch with GCAC and find another place to go. And then I posted a repair demo order in June of this year, and we posted it uninhabitable because we did not want it rented out again until the owner fixed it. He did say he was going to fix it. We told him everything that was needed and the permits that were needed. And then there was a bunch of block dropped off earlier, I think in October, with no permits filed. So we reminded him he needed permits filed, and then nothing was done, and the block's been sitting there to fix the foundation. The water is on, but the electric is off. The inside of this is pretty bad. Jake Binney and I were actually inside of this with the previous tenants. It's hard they kind of wrecked the place as well, but we think it was in bad shape even before they rented it. So it's currently posted uninhabitable and vacant, and I'm asking for a blight designation to make sure it doesn't get rented out again before it's repaired with proper permits and inspections.
I'll motion to blight that one.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. And last, we have 226 East 10th Street. The current owners have owned it since December 19th of 2014. According to the neighbors, they live in Louisiana. It was vacant. We had the police there last 2 weekends ago to remove squatters because there was evidence that they were stripping the place, squatting in there, and the neighbor was concerned they were going to light a fire to heat themselves. So the police removed them, and somehow the owner was notified, I think by a neighbor, and it was boarded up, but nothing further was done. It's trash. They're dumping trash in the back of it. There has been notices sent several notices dating back to June of 2016, May of 2017, May of 2018, September of this year, January of this year, and then I just recently posted a 30-day repair demo notice in December. The water was just turned off last June. There are utility amounts owed over $300 for both water, sewer, and garbage. The taxes are current, which makes a lot of times when the taxes are current, that means, and that people aren't responsive, it could mean that it's bank owned and they haven't concluded foreclosure procedures, but they keep the taxes up. But nobody's doing anything with this property, and we're receiving several complaints because it's on a busier street where people drive by and see it.
Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And those are my property this month. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Aaron.
Second?
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great holiday.